Hello Pisces and welcome to my channel Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for mid-December 2022, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. There will be an extended at the end of this reading, which might seem a little bit silly considering I think I only have 5 subscribers right now. But I did used to have a tarot channel a couple of years ago that I ended up getting rid of, so I am in a phase of rebuilding. If you have any questions on any personal reading, I did put my email address in the description box below. I love to hear from you guys anyway, so if you just kind of want to let me know how you felt about this reading or whatever, my email address is below. Okay, let's go ahead and dive in. In your recent past, you have balance, spirituality, and practicality clarified by the Emperor in reverse. This to me, it feels like a habit that you have of some sort that's needing to be broken, because in your current energy, you have adjustments are required with the Hermit. And so this habit that I feel you have is putting too much emphasis on your material world, whether that's material possessions, material circumstances, material whatever, this material world, talking 3D versus 5D. And there's a need here because the Emperor being a card of control, of being overly controlling. I feel like you are getting in your own way of the universe trying to manifest what you want, being because you have a time to give rather than to take in your immediate future with the 10 of Cups. So this has to do with your like emotional fulfillment. And I feel like you right now are trying too hard. Essentially is what I feel, because with the Hermit card, this is yes, it's a card of withdrawing and making sure that you're spending some time in I love the word isolation, but in solitude, and really focusing on the ins and outs of a situation instead of just focusing on the circumstances. But let's get some more information here before I go any further. So we're going to pull tarot for each. We'll clarify each. It'll be good. Okay. Let's try again. All right. This is recent past for Pisces. Goodness sakes, these cards. Recent past for Pisces. This energy feels chaotic. I'm not going to lie. I don't know why or in what way, but it just feels very all over the place. Recent past for Pisces. Maybe. The Hangman in reverse. Yeah. I mean, this is literally the need to surrender, the need to let go. And then you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is like with the King of Swords in reverse. This is an energy of being a little cold, Pisces. It's very unlike you. And who knows where that came from, right? You could have gotten hurt, so you withdrew. But it's definitely an energy of it's not a warm energy, that's for sure. But I feel this energy of, I mean, it's control is what it is. I don't necessarily know, and we'll clarify after we pull three messages, but I don't necessarily know, because then you have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom here, on the back. You have Nine of Cups. So this is like an emotional wish fulfillment of some sort. But I feel like it's like you're trying to do things your way, and the universe needs you to let it do its thing and kind of get just like stepping out of your own way in a way. But let's get more. Recent past for Pisces. The Seven of Swords in reverse with the Emperor in reverse. That same Emperor in reverse as we have right there. So here, I can see this in two ways. There was something that was revealed to you, some sort of, information. It could be information about someone else, information about yourself, information about your past. It doesn't really matter. But that information, it made you kind of recoil a little bit is the word I'm hearing. Like almost like withdraw yourself like from your heart space in a way. It's like you went from investing in something with your heart to only investing in something with your head. And the reason that you're doing that is probably, my guess, a fear of being hurt, if this has to do with something that's happened before. Or also like a fear of just like history repeating itself. But I do see to some extent that you withdrew a little too much, because you do have the Hermit here. So I'm wondering, and we'll get here, I'm wondering if you've withdrawn too much, if that's what this is. This adjustments is required, because that's why you have a time to give rather than to take, is it's actually a time for you to invest from your heart space. But right now you're only investing from your head. You're over analyzing and you're over analyzing the situation, over intellectualizing your feelings. You're not actually allowing yourself the space to process and feel what you need to feel. And this is your recent past, but this, usually the way that these readings kind of work is, this is like the problem, and then your current energy is how you're working through the problem, and then your immediate future is like the solution or the outcome. And I feel like this is like just setting the tone for the reading of like the issue at hand is you withdrawing from your heart and just kind of withdrawing in general. This is a reading about forgiveness. Pisces, this is a reading about forgiveness. You have Three of Swords in reverse with the Three of Cups here. You're holding on to a lot of resentment for someone. And what you don't really realize is, to a certain extent, how do I say this without you guys getting mad at me? It's actually a resentment for yourself in a way. Like, how could I let this happen again? How did I put myself in this situation again? And what you ultimately aren't seeing, and it makes plenty of sense why, is that your lack of forgiveness for somebody else is a lack of forgiveness for yourself. And that within itself is keeping you trapped in this energy of control. It's what's making you stay out of your heart space and stay in your head space. And that's why I feel like maybe you're like, maybe you feel really numb right now, or you feel really withdrawn, or you only feel like you're feeling the negative emotions. You're not really able to feel any of the good ones. And that doesn't have to be to that extreme either. This is a general reading, so remember that. But I just feel like this is a reading about forgiveness. Let's get some clarification on this. Let's get some clarification on this Hangman in reverse, the message about surrender. The Queen of Wands in reverse. This card, I've labeled it for whatever reason my fit throwing card. Now, that doesn't mean you're throwing an actual fit, or that you're acting like a child or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. This is a card of when things aren't going your way, you, I hate the word overreact, because your reactions are valid, but it's almost like you're in an energy of reacting rather than responding. And that's because, and again, this is your recent past. I keep saying you are an energy. You were an energy. You were dealing with this energy of being very, cold. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Now, I feel like you've done that because you're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to protect yourself to some extent. But a lot of the reason you were acting that way was a lack of forgiveness. And that lack of forgiveness is actually impacting you more than it's impacting somebody else. Because not allowing someone to still control our emotions after they've hurt us is giving them the power over us, right? It's that whole concept of you don't need their apology to heal. Now, that does not mean that you are not justified in having, being angry or having your frustrations. That's not what I'm saying. It's more that you're taking out those emotions. It's either you're pushing, yeah, that's what I feel like. You're pushing other people away, possibly even the ones that are trying to get close to you in a genuine way, because of this fear of being hurt. But it has to do with a certain forgiveness of like one particular situation. Or maybe, I don't know, there could be multiple here. Let's see. The Death card in reverse with the Queen of Cups. There you are. And the King of Cups. Whether you're male or female, I mean, this is you. I want a little bit more clarification on the Death in reverse. Because the Death in reverse to me is like not allowing something to end. And maybe that's the case. Maybe you're still trying to invest in something, or you're still trying to have something come to fruition, but you're coming from a place of resentment, which is you're never gonna build a healthy anything coming from a place of resentment. And this doesn't just have to be a relationship reading. This can be, anything. Yeah, this has to do with self-doubt. This is, okay. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Devil, and then you have the Seven of Wands here in reverse. You've been through something, and that something has made you close yourself off like crazy, Pisces. And that energy of closing yourself off, to you, it feels like, oh, I'm just protecting myself, or somebody else needs to prove to me that they're worthy of my time and energy. And that's true. That is absolutely true. But that has to be a reciprocal situation in a way. Now, I feel like I might get some angry Pisces who are saying, it's not my fault that they hurt me. And that's absolutely true. It's never your fault, but it is your responsibility to heal, and your responsibility to let go of that resentment. Because again, other people are a reflection of us. So how have you been treating yourself that was reflected in your relationship with somebody else? Okay, clarifying the Three of Swords in reverse. This is Empress in reverse with the Star in reverse. This is you not healing, Pisces. Ooh. Now I'm gonna see, because we do have our current energy. We'll get there. Hopefully, I still have some of you, because I'm not trying to sit here saying you're doing anything wrong. But this is you not healing. This is you not forgiving. And what you don't realize with this Empress in reverse is that's you not loving yourself. And the concept of forgiveness is so, we have it backwards in a lot of ways in this society, where it's like somebody else is, and the fairy tales did that to us, right? The rom-coms, where it's like if someone hurts you, they need to show up on your doorstep with flowers and a giant apology, or else they didn't actually care about you. That's not real, right? That's not real life. And I feel like, to a certain extent, either you're holding out for that, and maybe you do deserve that. I'm not saying you don't deserve that, but you can't rely on somebody else to heal you. You can't rely on somebody else's apology to heal you. And I feel like, to a certain extent, that's what you've been doing. But let's get energy for your current. Let's see. You have adjustments are required with the Hermit. Adjustments are required with the Hermit. This is current energy for Pisces. The Artist in reverse with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Nine of Wands upright, sorry. This is a cycle. Pisces, this is a cycle for you. I don't want to say that. Okay. You often, whether or not you realize it, hurt yourself through other people because you tend to chase after those who are emotionally unavailable. And then when they are not able to give you what it is that you deserve, you use it as a way to prove your underlying belief that you are not lovable. This is an intense freaking reading because you have this Artist in Reverse card. This is you not allowing the universe to give you what it is that you deserve. And this isn't a conscious habit. This isn't something you're not consciously saying, oh, this person can't love me and I'm going to. It's almost like it's like you look at emotionally unavailable people as a challenge. If I can get this person to love me, then I'll feel lovable. And that is why this forgiveness is actually for yourself, because you typically get into situations where you know immediately from the get-go that someone isn't able to provide you with what you deserve, but there's a part of you that says, maybe I can make them. And then when you can't, because nobody can make anybody emotionally available, they have to do that for themselves, not for you or for anybody else. It has to be their decision. When you can't make them, you start to resent them because you believe that they're treating you wrong, and they are. But they're treating you the way that they showed you they were going to treat you from the beginning. And I feel like this ultimately has to do with a past situation. And maybe you're breaking that cycle now. I don't know. But I do know that there are adjustments required. And with the Hermit here, you've withdrawn your heart too much. You're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to what you deserve, Pisces. And I'm sorry, this is such a deep reading. I wonder if I'm even going to retain any viewers because of this. There's the Six of Pentacles in reverse with the Four of Cups. I mean, that's you literally saying, see, I knew this would happen, or I knew you would treat me like that, or I knew this would be the outcome, or I've seen this before, and you have. Because what you tend to chase after is the same thing over and over again. It's like, we as humans, we like to prove ourselves right. And so when we have a belief of I'm unlovable, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not deserving, what we do is often subconsciously we go after things so that those things will prove that to us. Because that's what we do. We prove ourselves right. And so you continue to prove yourself right by saying, I'm not lovable, and then choosing people that don't make you feel lovable. Now, this doesn't just have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a familial situation. This could be a friendship situation. This could just be a job situation where you continue to get into careers, or you continue to accept jobs that you know from the get-go aren't going to appreciate you or give you what you deserve. So don't just take this as a love situation, but this forgiveness here, this resentment, it's heavy, Pisces. It's heavy, and you've been carrying it for a really long time. Let's get one more. One more for Pisces. I like this reading for you, though. I do. I mean, it's heavy, but it's also good, because let's see, your current energy is you adjusting. But there's that Page of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. There's an opportunity for you here. But both of those are in reverse. If you see, it's like they're holding this opportunity, right? She's holding the cup, she's holding the coin. This is both material and emotional. This is a material and emotional opportunity. But what this means, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, this means you're not ready for it yet. This means that you're not in an energy yet of being able to accept love. And again, when I say love, that love is energy, right? Love is everything. Love is what you deserve. So this isn't just a romantic love kind of thing. Love is love. Romantic love is something entirely different. Let's get some clarification here. Let's Let's get some clarification on this Artist in Reverse card. Can't tell. There we go. Ah. Okay. 9 of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, 7 of Pentacles underneath that, and then the Knight of Swords underneath that, and the Chariot underneath that. Okay. Chariot in reverse underneath that, and the Devil. Okay. You often... So with this Temperance, this means that there's this lack of patience, or this lack of believing this 9 of Pentacles, this is what you deserve. This is your wish fulfillment. Of believing that your wish fulfillment, this 10 of Cups, I feel like, is the same kind of thing. This is your wish fulfillment. The 10 of Cups is your wish fulfillment. You doubt this is possible for you. So what you tend to do is you invest in the next best thing. You say either this person doesn't give me what I deserve, but they almost do, or they have these qualities that I really like, and so I'm going to make sure I invest in this, because what if I don't have an opportunity for something better? That's where you're stuck. What if I don't have an opportunity for something better? But the thing is, you always do. Every single loss is an opportunity to get replaced with something better. Often what I've learned is when we walk away from something we don't deserve, meaning something that doesn't treat us like we deserve, that's the universe giving us an opportunity to find what we do deserve. But often what I've realized is the universe will bring me something very similar to this thing that we had to walk away from to see what we'll do. Because if we accept that, if we accept the same situation, well, that's a cycle repeating over. But if we continue to choose ourselves and love ourselves and say, I've seen this before, I've been here before, I don't deserve this, I deserve better, and you move on from that, often that's when we're given what it is that we deserve. And so this is you learning to, first of all, be patient with the universe a little bit and believe in what you deserve, not the potential of something, because the potential of something doesn't exist. If you're saying, if this person could be that, if this job could be that, if this could go back to the way it used to be, that's not real. We only have this moment. If in this moment you are not getting treated with the love, respect, appreciation, whatever it is that you deserve, then it is time to move on. And I feel like you're learning that right now. This is a heavy reading. I don't even, woof. Because if not, you're going to keep getting the short end of the stick, Pisces. This cycle will continue to repeat itself. There's the King of Cups with that. That's what I feel. This is the King of Cups with the 6 of Cups in reverse. This is like the past repeating it, the past coming back. This is almost a warning in tarot. Don't go back to your past. A lot of people think that means, oh, the past is coming back. The past is coming back. The past is coming back for me. The person I love is coming back for me. If you watch those tarot readings on YouTube, stop it. Stop it right now. You're unhealthy. Don't do it. You're going to get yourself stuck in a cycle of empty promises. Weirdly enough, I feel like that's what you've done. You've gotten yourself, like, you believe a lot of words. You don't believe the way you feel. Okay, let's get one more. Page of Pentacles in reverse. There are fake tarot readers out there, let me tell you. They're plentiful. You need to invest in love, not in hope. I don't know why that just feels, you need to invest in love, not in hope. You need to invest in what makes you feel loved, not what makes you feel hopeful about the potential of love. Because that's why you're not ready for this love, is because you're investing from this King of Wands in reverse energy. You're investing from the bare minimum. You're saying, this gives me enough. I don't need anything else. This gives me enough. And that, I mean, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. That's never going to get you what you want. I cannot stress that enough. And I feel like you guys know that. You've experienced it over and over again. But it's about forgiveness. I'm going to go back to this forgiveness. It's about forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself or someone else for something that happened, so that you can realize that the way you've been treated, the situations that you've experienced in the past, those didn't happen because you deserved them. You didn't get treated poorly because you deserved to be treated poorly. You didn't get you're not a this is about you learning that you deserve better. That's the key here. This isn't you deserved that then and now you deserve better. You didn't deserve that then either. So it's almost like you're in the cycle of punishing yourself, whether or not you realize it. All right, in your immediate future, you have a time to give rather than to take with the Ten of Cups. We're going to hop on over to the extended if this reading resonated with you. I like doing the future and the extended because it's a smaller collective, so things are a little bit more concrete. If you have any questions on a personal reading, I do have my email address in the description box below. I think I already mentioned that. Otherwise, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you next week. Bye, Pisces.